genetically different from other populations.
And I'll say that again. There is no scientific evidence to prove that, right? And as people
I'm sorry. I'm stating. Do you want to ask an AI if there's scientific evidence to prove that?
No, I want to ask.
Because what you're stating is just factually incorrect.
Prepare ship! Prepare ship for ludicrous speed!
Hey everyone, welcome back. Dronetek here. Merry Christmas. I was going to take today off because, of course, it's Christmas Eve, but I came across this clip this morning and I just had to share it. It comes from an MSNOW interview from this far-left journalist named Paola Ramos, who is the daughter of another far-left activist named George Ramos. Frankly, both the interviewer and the people she's interviewing are obnoxious based purely on eyewear alone. It's just hilarious because Ramos claims that there's absolutely no genetic difference between different human ethnicities, and the people that she's interviewing, who I guess are some kind of weird ethno-white nationalists or something, I'm not really sure. But the guy is just blown away that this interviewer thinks there is absolutely no genetic difference between any human beings. Their interaction is just straight up hilarious. Check it out, and then I'll come with a few receipts.
You've said things like black women are biologically different than white women.
Yes, they have different fertility windows. They have a higher rate of fertility complications, 50% higher.
There's no scientific evidence to prove that a black woman and a white woman are genetically different, right? This is like...
What are you talking
No, they are.
about?
According,
yeah.
No.
Literally, there are genes that code for their skin color. There are genes that...
Again, this is like government data. This is ME, right? This is the National Institute of Health. This is the American Medical Association. Like, there is no scientific evidence to prove that.
And that's a big problem, right? Because
No, there's no scientific
and that's why I asked.
Like IQ differences. Black people are genetically different from other populations.
And I'll say that again. There is no scientific evidence to prove that, right? And as people
I'm sorry. I'm stating. Do you want to ask an AI if there's scientific evidence to prove that?
No, I want to ask.
Because what you're stating is just factually incorrect. Humans are genetically diverse. It's not a bad thing that humans are genetically diverse.
I'm not saying it's a bad or a good thing. I'm saying there is no scientific evidence.
And I'm saying that is a factually...
He's saying that there is scientific evidence.
There is scientific evidence. There is overwhelming scientific evidence. Basics... No. This is like saying the sky is not blue. Like, it is genes that code their skin color, right? Those genes are obviously different in them than they are in us. How is that not science? That's just like a basic fact. The genes that code their skin color, their level of melanin production, are different from my genes that code melanin production.
And that's precisely why I was asking this question, because I think for some people that do believe like you...
Okay, so I'm not a scientist and I'm not very smart, but the truth is somewhere in the middle there, they're both kind of wrong. More so the interviewer Ramos, because she says there's no scientific evidence that there's any genetic difference between all the different ethnicities of human beings.
Well, that's bullshit.
According to the most up-to-date science, as far as I know, all humans share a 99.9% similar genetic code. But that is not 100%. Humans actually share 85 to 95% genetic similarity with pigs. So there are definitely 100% differences, even if they are small ones.
That's racist!
Like, if you look at the fastest runners on planet Earth, they're all Africans. There are a very small amount of white and Asian runners who can compete with them. That straight up comes down to genetic differences.
We all know you're a racist bastard.
Me a racist?
Some diseases like sickle cell and Alzheimer's are much more prominent in other groups of humans based on their genetics.
That's racist.
I mean, how exactly do you think these 23andMe genetic ancestries are tracked? Black and white women have genetic differences on average, even if they are small. I mean, just based on superficial reasons alone, anyone can see that there are vast differences between ethnicities of humanity. I mean, you're even genetically different from your parents and you share 100% DNA with them.
That's racist.
So what we're seeing here is an activist pretending to be a journalist who is widely published and has been mainstreamed, even though she's pushing this absolutely bonkers crap. This is why I laugh when these people claim to be the party of science, because they're really the party of ideological science. She knows that if she admits that there's any sort of genetic difference between races, that she will then be what she thinks of as a racist. So she just has to deny what is plainly obvious. She has to deny it, especially when she's talking to these two people who she sees as racist, which is why she came back at them that what they were saying was their beliefs. When ironically, everything she is saying is just really rhetoric from her belief system. All right, folks, I'm sure there's some other genetic differences I missed. Let me know in the comments, and if you're still here, might as well hit that like button and subscribe. I do post on a regular basis, so make sure to keep checking back for more, and I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas.